Hey guys, this is Marie and I'm back with another video. And this video is going to be Hermit Crab Tank number 2 update. So let's get started. So in this video, I will be showing you and talking to you a little bit about the Hermit Crabs, the tank, and also what is new. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now as you guys can see at the top of this video is going to be all about the Hermit Crabs and their tank. So let's go ahead and get this video started. Now as you guys can see here, this is my 20-gallon long Hermit Crab tank. I have purple pinchers in the side of this tank. I've had this tank for about 2 years or over 2 years. And I picked this up from Petco when they were doing their $1 per gallon sale. They usually do it once a year and usually between March and April. I'm not sure if they're doing it this year because I haven't really checked or noticed if they were doing it, but definitely check that out because if you are a new Hermit Crab owner, it is so worth it, especially if you want to pick out a new tank or if you're looking for the first time to get a tank for Hermit Crabs. That is the way to go to start off with. So they usually do 10 gallons, 20 gallon tall, 20 gallon long, and last year I think they did 40 gallons. So I'm not sure if they're actually doing it this year, if they're doing the sale. There's 2 ways you can find out, well basically 3. You can either call Petco and ask them, or go to their website and just type in aquariums, and usually it will pop up 1 gallon per sale. Or you can go inside the store and check out where their tanks are at, and it will usually have a sign that way. So basically you have 3 different ways of checking out. It would be so nice if they were actually doing the sale this year because it is so worth it. Like I said, I have 2 Hermit Crab tanks. This is actually my second one, and I just love how they do the sale once a year. It is so amazing and so worth it and everything. So definitely check that out if you're a new Hermit Crab owner or if you're trying to become a new Hermit Crab owner. So let's go ahead and talk to you guys about the tank and inside of it, and we'll go from there. So like you said, this is my 20-gallon long Hermit Crab tank. I have Eco Earth and Play Sand of Substrate, and I got the Play Sand from Lowe's, and then I got the Eco Earth at PetSmart. You can either get it at Petco or PetSmart, it doesn't matter. Usually I use 2 bricks of Eco Earth. I get a 50-pound bag of Play Sand because usually around the winter time it's like $5. So you can get 50 pounds of it, and usually I use like half of that inside of my tanks of each. So it's really worth it and so good. Basically you just add water to both and then just mix it around and just go from there. You can do it either or, just the way you want. You can do half and half. You can do all Play Sand, or you can do all Eco Earth, or both. It doesn't matter, just the way you would probably like it. You can try it different ways. I've actually had it pretty much every single way that I just said. I did have it, like the first time I had it was with Eco Earth. Then I did it with all Play Sand, and now I actually like with the Play Sand in the Eco Earth. I think it looks so much better. Just make sure it looks like beach sand when you're done with it. If it does, you're perfect and it's ready to go. So that is the Substrate. The next thing I have for my Hermit Crab tank is these heat mats. These are from Amazon, and I always pick them up from Amazon because they're so worth it. It's a good price, and I have never really had any issues or problems with it. This is the best brand that I've known since I've had my Hermit Crabs tanks, and I absolutely love it. I usually get the medium that is 30 to 40 gallons because this part actually fits so perfect on the side of the glass. I like it how it just completely fills up the glass and how tall it is, so it's worth it. You don't have to get the same size. If you get a 20-gallon tall or a 10-gallon, you'll probably need a little bit lower or smaller, I mean. But it really doesn't matter, but I just like it because it fills up the whole glass and it's perfect. So they have enough heat for themselves. So that is the first one. And then if we come on this side, here is my second one. Now this one is newer, so it's more flatter. it's doing pretty well. The other one is starting to get a little bubbly. When it starts doing that, it's pretty much just time to rip it off and just order a new one. So that's what I'll be doing soon to definitely get that. So that is what it looks like. Usually I don't put it all the way down to the bottom. I bring it up just a little bit just to get it to where it meets halfway, maybe like an inch or two, and then I'll leave this part open so then I can see inside of the Hermit Crab tank. So that is that. And then the next thing is their food bowl. Here's their food bowl. I picked this up from PetSmart probably a while back. I went with more a natural theme inside of my tanks. I absolutely love that. So this is from PetSmart and I like it. It's a good size for them. And then they have their little food in here. I did give them fruits and vegetables, but I put it in a separate little container or bowl on this side. And then I usually just put it in for like almost like a day, and then I take it out and put new in there because it gets really old and moldy. But this is their Hermit Crab food. It's just basically Hermit Crab food from Etsy.com. I usually buy my stuff from little shops that these girls own. And I absolutely love that because they are the best food ever. My Hermit Crabs love it, and they have so much variety of food for your Hermit Crabs, so definitely check that out. And then you can just see like part of the mat right here. So that's what that looks like. Okay, and then moving on to the next thing is my log. Now this is one of the items that is new in here, and I absolutely love this because I used to have a log just like this when I had my 20-gallon tall tank, but the log was pretty much like kind of like a real log, like a kind of like a tree branch, like that it can actually like fall apart and get moldy and get messed up. But I guess over the years I have not really gotten another one since then. And when I went to PetSmart, I noticed that they actually changed the way their logs look and feel and how they are. So this is basically just like wood, and it doesn't fall apart or anything like that. So I absolutely love that. So I figured I'd pick this up and try it. I wanted something different and new in here that they can either hide in or climb on or just hang out on. So I picked that up. So that is what that is. So it looks so good in there. And then the next thing is their plant. We'll just go above it. So here's their green plant I just put on the side so they can actually hide in the back in the corner if they want to. And then the heat pad is right there so they get nice and warm and toasty when they feel like it. And then they can go inside of their log and get nice and warm and toasty. So I absolutely love that. It's so perfect. And it looks really good inside of the corner right there. So I absolutely love that. And then the next thing I have is this stick that goes from this direction to all the way over here to this side. And it's just something that is kind of like a second level where they can just climb on and walk all the way down if they want to. And I just like it because it makes it more natural theme in here. And I basically just got this stick from outside. So pretty easy and free. The next thing I have in here is their favorite plant. I usually put that usually in the corner, but I figured I would put it in the middle. I usually change it up every once in a while when I do change up their tank. So here is what their plant looks like. And this is from Petco. They have two sizes. They have the large and then they have the small ones. I always get the tall ones because it's more better where it's more fuller, and then they can actually climb on and hang on if they want to. So I have that. And then usually in the back, I do have some hermit crab shells hiding. It's just nice to hide them because then they can just be, you know, in the hiding spot where they can be nice and dark and change their shells if they want to. And then in the back corner, it's hard to see, but I have their humidity gauge right there. Usually I put it right there in the middle. Sometimes you can actually see it when I don't have nothing, like right here in the middle of it, but it's kind of hiding, but that's okay, so you can't really see it, but I can tell what it is. So that is that. And then moving on across is their little climbing branch. This I got from Amazon a while back. This was actually in the Hermit Crab Tank #1, but I pulled it out because I wanted to do something different inside of their tank. So I decided to give it to the Hermit Crabs that were in this tank, and They are absolutely loving it. It's so nice. They love climbing all the way up to the top and hanging out over here on the branch. They just love it. They're so happy and excited about it. And they've been just loving it. I just see them climbing on it all the time and just hanging out on it. And then I have another plant that looks exactly like the one over here. I just wrapped it around like a tree. So it basically just has like leaves. And then this is like the branch part. Now the thing that I call like a tree branch, I guess, I'm not really exactly sure what it's called. But it's on Amazon, and it's actually an aquarium decoration where you can put it inside of an aquarium. But, you know, I don't have an aquarium, but it works really well. I mean, it's perfect for the hermit crabs. I had this thing for, wow, probably like 2 years now, or maybe almost 3. And it still looks the same. It still looks brand new. And they don't mess it up, and they can't really mess it up. So it's really nice to have a nice climbing thing for them on inside of their tank. So here's what the plant looks like. And then as you guys can see, it goes all the way up to the top. And I believe there is some hermit crabs in here. Yep, there's one right there. And I think there's one like hiding in the corner. Let me pull this up more. Yep, there's one right there in the corner right there too. So I think there's a couple hermit crabs. I'll show you guys those in a second when I finish, but that is what that looks like. And then the last thing will be their water dishes. They're right here. This is a freshwater and a saltwater bowl, and it's just big enough for them to go inside. My hermit crabs are about small to about maybe medium-ish, so it's big enough for them right now. And I definitely need to clean it out because every time they walk on their substrate and go inside of their water bowls, they get substrate inside. So definitely gotta change that out. But that is pretty much everything that is inside of the tank. So basically the new items is the log and kind of the stick, and basically their branch thing, but it's not new. I didn't really buy that. I have had that. So basically the only thing that's basically new in here is the plant and that log. But I absolutely love the log. It makes it look more natural theme in here, and I just like how it looks. Like I said, here is what it looks like. It's a good size log, and they actually do come in with a large one. So this is probably like a medium size, and they do have like a really large tall one. So it's probably a lot bigger and longer. So that would be definitely perfect for like a 40-gallon tank if you have a hermit crab tank that big or bigger. Definitely worth that size, but this is a good size for this 20-gallon one. So that is pretty much everything. Like I said, here is their plant all the way up to the top, and then their tree branch, and then their water bowls, and then like you can see part of the heat mat right there. So that is basically everything inside of their tank and what's going on with that. Now let's go ahead and talk to you guys about the hermit crabs. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the lid, and then I'll be right back with that. Alright, I took off the lid so you guys can see a little bit more better, and I can show you guys the hermit crabs. I just have my light thing right here so you guys can see a little bit. But let me see if I can find a hermit crab. So here's one right here. And as you guys see, this is one of the hermit crabs. This is a purple pincher hermit crab. And as you guys can see, the shell is beautiful because I actually ordered a pack of shells that came in from Amazon. And I probably put about at least 4 or 5 of them in here that was brand new and beautiful. And within that half a day of me putting the shells in here, 3 of my female hermit crabs changed in each shell. It was so crazy and amazing. I could not believe it. I was like I went back and looked probably like an hour or 2 later to look at the hermit crabs, and like I looked in each spot, and 3 of the hermit crabs had changed their shells within that time. It was so crazy, and I could not believe it. And these are so pretty, pretty shells. They're so pretty. So here's one of the shells. I'm trying to see if the other hermit crab is still here. Well, I don't see it. Oh, here's one. Oh, there you go. So here's the other one. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me see if I can bring the light over so you guys can see. So you see the shell? It is so pretty. So that is the second hermit crab, and there was another hermit crab that was in here that had the same kind of like color shell, but I don't see. So I'm not sure what happens to the other hermit crab. But that is two of the hermit crabs that changed their shells. And like I said, there's another one that did change their shell. And they love the shells now. They absolutely look so nice and beautiful. They're beautiful natural shells, and I just love them. And I cannot believe that they changed them. The only thing about it is I'm going to have to, next time I pick up the tank and clean it a little bit, and when I do take out my hermit crabs, I'm definitely going to have to look at the hermit crabs again to see who is who, because now since 3 of them have changed shells, I know they're females, but 3 of them have changed shells, and I don't know who's who. So I don't know which one is Hazel, which one is Myrtle, and which one is Holly. Hazel and Holly had the natural like round shells, and then they both had the same shell. So basically this shell right here, they had these shells. And each shell is kind of like a different mark where I was able to tell the difference of them. But now since they have different new shells, I don't know who is who. So now I'm going to have to figure it out. And then also Myrtle I got her from Myrtle Beach. That's why I call her Myrtle. She changed shells too. And I definitely know which one is who. So I'm definitely going to have to go back in my old videos to see who is who. I can definitely tell the difference once I see them in the old shell, and then like look at their pincher and their coloring on their like legs and stuff. But I'm definitely gonna have to do that next time I have them out, because I definitely don't know who's who. So that's the only thing about it. But other than that, I'm so happy that they were able to get new shells, and they are loving them so much. Here's one of the hermit crabs. Oh, wait a minute. Is it the same hermit crab? Yep. So here's a better overview of that hermit crab. There you go. So these guys have the new shells on. I wish I would have found the third one. And this is nice too, because if this plant was right here, they usually hang out right here. And then they also hang out right there too. So that's pretty cool. And then you can see the stick on the other side. So basically that is pretty much the new update about all the hermit crabs and a couple of new items. And I just changed up their tank a little bit just to give them something new to walk around and climb on and check out, and just to give them something so they don't get too bored. It's nice to change up their tanks every once in a while so they can explore more and enjoy themselves and climb and walk around and just do, little fun things that they like to do. So I absolutely love it. I like how it turned out. It turned out so good. It looks so nice in here. I'm so happy of the result. And I'll be doing probably the other hermit crab tanks soon. But that is pretty much it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!